Hello, folks. This time, it's for real. There were a couple false starts there. Turns out I need to reset my PC. None of that will be in the VOD version of this, so, for what the VOD is looking at, this will be like the first time I'm saying words on this stream. Hello, y'all. It's Friday, and that means it is time for Viewer Levels. Viewer Levels Mario Maker 2. Where you can submit, and then I will play. Y'all know how that works. Caraspino, Bingo, and El Pato have already gotten levels into the queue for me to play. That is fantastic. I like to see it, and I can't wait to play it. That all sounds, like good things to do to me. That's what we're going to do, etc., etc. Let me say one thing up top before we really begin. Sorry for the delays again, but just one thing. I just want to say I'm going to be doing a new schedule from here on out. Now, Friday will still remain 6 p.m. viewer level, more or less, technical issues aside. When those occur, all bets are off, but that will remain the plan. However, other than that, Tuesday is going to become the playthrough day rather than Monday, so I'm going to move that forward one day. The basic rationale is this. At my new job, I work from home on Wednesdays and Fridays, and I figure that if I do the stream on a Tuesday night, I can sleep a little more the following day because I'm working from home. So, it's a little better just from that perspective, a little more convenient for me. Also, say around lunchtime, I could probably use part of my lunch to get the VOD up, let's say, if I'm working from home versus in the office. That's obviously not possible, not really viable for a lot of reasons. Tools, not having access to the PC to make the thumbnail from home, or from the office, etc., etc. Hey, Turkatron. So, that's gonna be the plan from here on out. Tuesday, Friday, and I'll see if we mix in any further streams. Like I said, I am working from home on Fridays, so Thursday seems like it would make sense. I'm gonna hold off for a little bit, wait until I'm really gotten into the swing of things before committing to Thursday night streams in addition to Friday night streams. And also, maybe I could do, Saturday morning or something, if I'm keeping my schedule, if I'm getting up in the morning anyway. I could consider a Sunday morning, or Saturday morning stream now and again. That said, tomorrow, there's GDQ going on, so not going to be doing anything like that tomorrow, for instance, but definitely possible in the future. I do want to check out that Golden Sun that just came out on Nintendo Switch Online, Game Boy Advance Online. That's definitely on my list of things to look at. I'll say also I would like to maybe put aside some time to start working in earnest on my next level. Yeah, Golden Sun. It just came out on Game Boy Advance Online, this thing. Golden Sun 1 and 2. Both of them just came out. People like those games a lot. I've never played either. I didn't even know there was a Golden Sun. I don't think I knew there was a Golden Sun 2 before today. You've never heard of it? Very popular. I say popular. Very, what's the word? For what's the word for a, something that's well-renowned, but only within a small niche. It has a devoted fandom, It is one of those, whatever the word is for that. It's not coming to mind what the word is for that today. Go figure. Anyway, that's what I wanted to say up front. Let's get into these viewer levels. It's viewer level time, folks. Let me pull up the first one of the night, which comes to us from, it's popular, and it's a genre, yeah, that's true. That comes to us from Caraspino. Let me explain how this works for those who are here. Let me just say this, how this works for y'all. If you are here when your level comes up, I give it the full time of day, which means 15 minutes plus 5 last tries, if that's not enough. If you are not here when your level comes up, I still play it, but I do so in very nearly but not quite sudden death, wherein I only have 2 tries to beat the level, refreshing at checkpoints. That is just my my policy, and a good compromise, I think, between prioritizing the people who are here and playing more levels, which I think is fun. I think it's fun to play more levels. I like the I don't mind the value proposition of the game. How's the audio, by the way? Is it good? Funny, it kind of seems to me like it's louder than normal, but all the levels are where they normally are. It's good? People are saying it's good. Hey, Bullet Same, how's it going? I see what we do here. We build up peace speed and then do some flight business. And also we go. That is accurate. Oh, we need to, like, maintain our peace speed, probably. Yes, definitely. Definitely. You can actually hear me. Some streamers you can't hear. Yeah. I always try to be good about, game audio. And for games where I'm playing them often, I do have, like, presets that I go to. I will say, though, sometimes I still worry, you know. Game gets a little bit louder. It can, crop into my territory. But what are you gonna do? I got some cards, as you know. I got cards that I do. Why don't I pull one? How about that cold weather? Yeah, there's been some cold weather this week. I will say, you know, I had to go out into it a little bit on Tuesday, you know, for work and such. And it was alright, you know, I bundled up in, like, multiple layers and full 9, and it was fine. The thing that was less fine was, I'll say, like, of this apartment complex here at, that I am in. The weather isn't that cold despite the snow. We had some snow, yeah. A raid from Alan Bachuth. Wahey, says Alan Bachuth. Hey. How you doing? Let me give you a shout out. What were y'all playing? Shout out Alon Bachuth. Viewer levels as well. Hell yeah. It's not the command, is it? It's SO. Let me just do this then. Alon Bachuth. Thanks for the raid. Hey, big raid. Hope you enjoy watching me play. And hey, if you have levels, we're just starting here, so perfect time to submit. You're in the middle part of the US. I'm in Texas. Bingo. So snow is not a normal state of affairs for us. Not a Alan? Okay, you got it. Welcome Raiders. Yes. Not a normal state of affairs for us here in Texas. We don't deal with it well. We wait for it to go away. In this case, it did go away. Though, there were some places where you could see, like, frozen fountains near, like, say, at the office. They have some fountains there, and they were all frozen. And I think they're still frozen, which is kind of cool, actually. Thank you for the follow, Alan. I'll be sure to return the favor, later on. I'm playing a hard level right now, as you can see. Anyway, I'll say the real, like, notable thing as far as the cold weather goes is that, like, once I got home in this apartment complex, you're in Finland? Oh, I'll say we, you know, snow is unusual for here. We don't know how to deal with it. So, context. There was a burst pipe, a pipe burst in the apartment one over that way, and it was just causing like a waterfall to come out of the balcony of that apartment. And I'd say like, oh, that's an unusual thing, except that I've seen it before in this apartment complex. Same fucking exact thing happened like the last time there was a huge freeze. So that's fun. They've learned nothing. They've done nothing. And you know, can't count on them for anything, to deal with anything well. You know, hey, I understand we don't know how to deal with it, we don't get it that often, but once you have one pipe burst, I don't know, do some precaution to make sure that a bunch of other pipes don't burst the next few years, I would say. Gotta get the fuck out of here. Find an apartment complex that like gives half a fuck. Plows literally gave up on the third day of snow where you're at, Turkatron. Jeez. I guess, you know, I'll say this snow situation the last week has been like very transitory. Like it was gone within like one day, you know, even though it was negative, it was below freezing outside. The sun, I guess, warmed up the snow such that it melted anyhow, which, you know, as a Texan, we don't understand. I feel like the rule of thumb has always been like, below freezing, snow. Above freezing, no snow. But apparently it's more complicated than that. Go figure. I bet we'll have forgotten it entirely by the next time there's snow in like a year or two. Oopsie daisy. You stepped on the snow holes? I'll say, like, we got, like, literally less than an inch of snow. We didn't get that much snow, but it still was very unusual here, and still, like, the most snow we've gotten in, like, a year, you know? We get, like, maybe 1 snow, 2 snows a year, and if we get, like, any more than half an inch, if we get any more where it sticks for over 1 day, it's a crisis. It's a state emergency, and don't expect the power plants to stay on under that sort of pressure. You know, it's scary. You know, you remember a couple years ago how bad it was. They haven't fixed shit. They don't know what they're doing. They are still in the danger zone should that come to pass again, and you know, that strikes fear in the hearts of every Texan every time there is such a situation. I'm glad that it wasn't my apartment that got flooded. I'll say, like, I don't have a balcony. Maybe that's a factor, you know? Maybe, it's only the balcony pipes that are, like, next to the balcony that are really vulnerable. I don't know. Don't you guys have one emergency coat for the situation? Bingo, do you not remember, like, a couple years ago? There was, like, a whole week where the grid, where like, it snowed, and, you know, you couldn't get out for a whole week, and the power plants, like, half of them shut down. Half of the people didn't have power. I didn't have power for most of that week. It was, scary and bad, you know? And it was, like, the case where you would have power for like 10 minutes or like an hour, the power would come back on, and then it'd be down for like 7 hours, like intermittently. That's because the power plants here don't know how to deal with that shit, and the people here don't know how to deal with that either. I feel like it used to be you could just stay inside and just wait it out, but now we have to be scared and prepared and have something that doesn't spoil in case the fridges don't work, you know? That's enough talk about the weather. Pipe burst. Annoying. It would be really remarkable, but it was too dark to get a good picture, and also I already got a picture of it happening like 2 years ago, so, you know. Fun. Oh, by the way, for the new viewers, I should maybe say something about, God damn it, about myself and how this works here on this channel. The way this works here on this channel is when you submit a level, I will give it 15 minutes plus 5 last tries if that's not enough. If you're not here, I still play the level, but I only have 2 tries to beat the level, refreshing at checkpoints. We call that very nearly but not quite sudden death. Just a little compromise between playing more levels and prioritizing the people who are here, which, I think playing more levels is fun, and I think that the people who are patiently waiting deserve, what the hell is this? Oh, I see. Throw the thing and let it go under and then bounce off this. Okay. We're learning. We're learning. That's my compromise here for how we do things. Simple enough, simple enough. I think it's a good system. Hey, Simos, how's it going? Thank you for the level. How about another card? I got another card. I got some shots. Been meaning to get some shots. My sister, has a baby situation going on, which I will not elaborate on. Pregnant for a while. Say no more. But, apparently to interact with the baby, whenever it may be born, to interact with the baby, whenever that is a possibility, I need to have, certain vaccines in me. And I went and got those vaccines, yesterday. So, my arms, I guess, are a little bit sore. And that's fun. That's a little bit fun. They're fine, though. They're actually not that bad. I feel like the last time I had a booster, a COVID booster, it was a lot worse than this, so, flu vaccines, I guess, aren't as bad. Quadvalent is what they describe them as. Quadvalent. I don't know such a thing. I don't know what that means. You're just trying to be on every viewer level stream early so you can have... Yes, that's a good call, bingo, yeah. If you need a clear vid, you can provide. Yeah. Anyway, happy to get that out of the way. Whenever, unnamed baby, who I will not speak of in a, for privacy reasons, whenever that is, a factor, damn it, farther than we got before, but not good enough. Whenever a baby is ready, I'll be ready to, say hello or whatever. I don't know. It's still weird to me, the idea of being an uncle, but... Yeah, shit. That's just what it is. I hope to be a cool uncle, or at the very least a weird one. I've said that before. It's at this point I've said it enough times where, it's a pre-programmed response. Anyway, that'll be a whole thing, I don't know. Let me do another card. There was the whole Remedy Rockstar logo dispute. This was just a small thing. Just a small thing the other day that turned out to be, kind of just dumb bullshit. Basically, someone from Remedy did a lawsuit saying oh, your logos are very similar to ours. And then apparently right after it came out a few days after that, they said no, actually we already just resolved this behind the scenes. It's just that the lawyers filed it anyway for reasons unknown. I don't get the law. Lawyers are, weird people to me. Yes, farther than ever. Yes! Okay. Is this it? Being an uncle is pretty cool. Yeah, I bet. You know, hey, I don't have to be a parent. I get to just be like a weird guy who shows up for like holidays and be like, hey, what's up, kid? You know, how you doing? Well, it looks like this is a whole actual part of the level. That's fun. We'll see what we can do here. We got 30 seconds left here. That Remedy Rockstar thing, kind of a funny story from the start of the week, but very clearly just nothing, and also no one really owns the idea of an R, you know? Like, well, that's, fairly obvious that that would go nowhere. What's this? What's this? Okay, timer is up. I'm ending the timer and taking up the last tries. That was not a good try. That was, let's try to make these other ones count. I think we can do this. I really think we can do this. I think it's quite possible. And I'll say also, by the way, you can always resubmit a level if like, you know, I can't defeat it during, this. That said, I will say, we will be going to the lightning round before too long, so, you know, at that point, we'll have, fewer tries per level, so, you know, that's gotta be really close. So, you know, don't worry about, the wait, let's say. Last try, we can do this. I believe we can do this, y'all. It's not impossible. The whirlwinds emote, I get it. Parkour, or whatever that is. Always forget what it says on that emote. Bingo. Here we go. Ah! I need to be holding down the grab button, the run button for that. I had to let it go. That was a mistake. Thank you for level, Caraspino. Like I said, you can always resubmit. Let me get it. Let me get these tries left out of here. I'm going to hit dismiss. And up next is Bingo, who I see in chat doing emotes. And Bingo's levels tend to be hard, so this will be a good thing that Bingo is up now. Before, you know, long before the lightning round, you know? Here's another card while I am punching in this thing. Yes, any stage I haven't beaten yet. Yes, yes, yes. Did you watch that Microsoft thing? It was like a developer preview. I sort of skimmed it. I sort of like just went through it after the fact and like just moused through it and went, okay, anything good? To sum up, it seems like Avowed is kind of a Skyrim type game. You can have multiple weapons, one in each hand. One of them could be a gun or a wand. That's kind of cool. Sure. It looks nice, and it looks like it has some, like, Elder Scrolls-y, like, stuff. You know, maybe it'll be like a, you know, they did some of the best games, Obsidian did, so, of that type, so, you know, that'd be cool if Obsidian's making another one like that. I think I could be in with it. Never played a Visions game, so I don't really have that much to say about the surprise announcement Visions on Mana. Aura just looks like a civilization, I guess. I don't know. Not a lot of thoughts for me there either. And Indiana Jones looks cool. I'll say I liked that Indiana Jones, the way it looked. The action looked fun. I can imagine whipping a guy and punching a Nazi to be a good time. And hopefully it is. You remember, we need to hit the button. We need to hit the on-off. Hopefully that'll be cool, you know? We're cooking. I think we can get this. I know there was like we need to do a spring jump, or that's like the best way of doing it. I'll do a spring jump next time. Oh wow, spring jump on the second spring almost worked better than the alternative. Surprising. Anyway, not a great event, as far as I could tell. But I guess it's good to just get some gameplay of some games out there, and for people to be able to see it and go like, oh, yeah, that looks like game. Good midair spring jump. I always say that. A good midair spring jump is the best way to do it. It doesn't work the way that I said it. The way that I read that chat message. No. I agree. Still, hey, we're like getting that pretty quickly. And I remember there's a fucking invisible block right here, so I know how to get over this bit before the auto scroll consumes you. I feel like today is the day we beat this level. That is my feeling. The level can finally start. You said before that we've gotten past the hardest part of it. So, unless that was, you know, not true. This is like a minute and a half long? What the? Maybe you weren't kidding with that clear time. Maybe you weren't kidding about that. Ooh, well, oh, hang on. Maybe it's hard to get through this first one. Thank you for the follow. How do you say that? Thank you for the follow. Carlito lol. Carlito lol. There we go. That's how you say that. Carlito lol. Sometimes it's hard to read off my preview monitor. You know, it's kind of far away. And it's a monitor. You know, at the distance that a TV goes. I wonder if anyone just has, like, for the purposes of streaming, like, literally just 2 full-size TVs. That'd be ridiculous. You know, a multi-TV setting. In the same way that you would have a multi-monitor setting, but I could see people doing that. Hell, I wouldn't mind a slightly bigger monitor for similar purposes. And it's probably easier to mount a TV than a monitor. I sort of have like a weird hydro mechanical arm thing, you know, whatever it is. You know, it's like a weird flexible arm that's holding up the monitor. I really hope it doesn't, like, ever give in under the weight, you know? It is an odd thing to hold up a monitor, but it puts it in the right spot. Also, the camera is on top of the monitor, if you're ever wondering, like, how that all works. Camera, monitor. How's about another card? Another card here. Been watching AGDQ 2024. The only reason this is airship theme is to make midair spring drop easier. Huh, interesting. AGDQ 2024 has been going on. Been some really good runs, I will say. After the last stream on Monday, I watched that Pikmin 4 stream. That Pikmin 4 stream was quite good. I can't say I fully agree with them using Dingo for like half of the trial things, you know? I definitely feel like, to my mind, abusing easy mode buttons, you know, where developers put in like a skip the level button, you know, for players who can't do it. I feel like taking advantage of that is, you know, defeats the purpose of a speedrun a bit. You know? Like, it's one thing, I think, if there's unintended bugs that let you skip levels. But, you know, unintended ones, I don't know. Anyway, other than that, really good, cool run. You watched the Glitch Showcase? Oh yeah, the Glitch Showcase was great. Undertale was over earlier today, as was Mario Wonder. I'm sure those runs were quite good. I donated during a number of them. Several of them were, you know, during the workday and also, or like during a time where I couldn't necessarily watch, so I just put in a dono blind, like with Cocoon. Didn't watch that run yet. I watched a little bit of it after the fact. I kind of worry with Cocoon, watching a little bit of it, it's like, oh, are there any glitches in Cocoon? Is this a glitched run, or is this just, you know, pretty much just solving the puzzles in a very vanilla way? I am not really convinced yet that that run is actually interesting to watch, and I fear, and I sort of wonder, like, did they just put that run in there because the game involves orbs, and orbs is a meme? And I'll say, like, watching that run, and they were really trying to lean into the whole orbs thing, I was just thinking to myself, like, are we done with orb? Is this the end of orb? Because, like, you know, obviously it was, like, at 8 in the morning. I think, like, 9 in the morning where they were. Obviously it was really early, so there weren't people awake for it, but... what the hell? Throw it, and then jump on it, I guess? Obviously there weren't people, like, awake for it, but, like, no one other than the people on the couch giving commentary were really getting into Orb, and I had to wonder, like, are we just done with Orb? Is Orb done? In the way that, like, you forgot to surf? Oh, surf, gotcha, okay. Like a spin jump situation, gotcha. Good tip, good tip. Are we done with Orb? I don't know. What other runs were great? Let me just pull up the schedule on my phone. I like that new schedule that they have. Typing in schedule is hard. There's been a lot of runs. Let me see. Scroll for a second. Show runs only. DK64, I watched that. I watched, DKC as well on the first day. I've also seen Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. That was a really good run. Really enjoyed that. Pikmin 4 was great. The next day was kind of nothing. A lot of nothing on Tuesday, it looks like. I don't think I watched anything that aired on Tuesday. But on Wednesday, Metroid Dread. That was a really good race. Really good race. Hello, King Chaos. How you doing? I'm just talking about the speedruns that I'm watching at the GDQ. The Ocarina of Time was really good. Basically an all stuff run where they have to do everything. You know, get every medallion, every trial, every stone. That was pretty cool. Geez, what else was there that I saw? I watched some of Strawberry Jam. I struggled to get into mods, into runs of mods. Undertale, and I guess Wonder, and later tonight is Majora's Mask. Really looking forward to that. MST, that's right, yes. Really looking forward to Majora's Mask tonight. Hopefully, this stream ends at such a time where I could send you over there. I don't know their raid policies, if we have enough people to send you all over there, and we can all watch that, you know, that, thing. Am I going to pause the timer? You know, I think I've mentioned before, I do not have that capacity. The timer is a object in OBS, you know. The timer is an object in... It's like an overlay in OBS. I can turn it on, and I can turn it off by like, you know, making it appear and disappear, but that resets the time entirely. So only around minute times. We can give you, like, another minute if it comes to that, but I think we're good. Please understand. Anyway, really been enjoying the event. Some new games there, you know. Right, surf. Gotta remember that. A lot of new games there. You know, ones that haven't been there before, like, say, for instance, Wonder, Pikmin. Good shit. Thank you for the follow, King Chaos. Love it. And of course, tomorrow is, Tears of the Kingdom. Which, I think that's its first time. Was it at SGDQ? I forget, I don't think it was, though. One game that I didn't notice was at SGDQ that I probably should go back to, because I hadn't played it at the time, is Pizza Tower. I hadn't played it at the time, so I didn't watch that run. Now that I have played it, and know how it's, you know, fucking sick. Ah, I went the wrong way! Gotta hug the upper wall and let go of movements. Yeah, I figure that's a good way of doing it, so that you stop, like, at this right pixel. You can sometimes do it even if you don't get enough height, though, Bingo. So, you know, in either case, I'm gonna do my best to survive. Level's hard. Y'all know this level's hard. Y'all can see it. Y'all know this level. It's hard. Here's another card on the topic of SGDQ. What games should get an SGDQ run? A GDQ run, you know. I always feel like an important part of GDQs is like is like premieres, you know? Like the first time a game appears that hasn't been in a GDQ before. And it's always fun to think about what games should be there, and to look over the list eventually and see, like, ooh, that game made it. You know, like this time, Wonder, Pikmin, Zelda, Armored Core 6. A lot of games made that their first premiere this time. And I'm looking forward to next time and seeing what's up with next time. Here's my pick off the top of my head. Sea of Stars. I'd like to see Sea of Stars at Games Done Quick. I'm pretty sure that one hasn't been, because, you know, it came out since SGDQ, and it's not this one, so there you go. I don't know if it's really been glitched to hell. I don't really know if it's just a very vanilla run, you know, or if it's just really broken. You'd be surprised if it did. I don't know, a lot of games... I wouldn't be surprised if Sea of Star has major skips. So many games have major skips, even, like, you know, ones made by goddamn Nintendo. I guess that's the question, though, like, if the game has skips enough where it can really fit into a marathon, you know. But I'd really love to see Sea of Stars. I think it was fantastic. You know, like Chrono Trigger. I bet there's some shit they can do. You know, I'd be surprised if there wasn't, honestly. What else would be good? Y'all have any, like, things that come to mind, any recent games last year or two? There must have been The Messenger at a GDQ, right? Like, that's been out for years, the previous game by the Sea of Stars people. That must have been at a GDQ. Lethal Company? That's like... Isn't that like a Phasmophobia type game? Thought that was like a Phasmophobia type game. Is there like... Are there like levels that you can speedrun in that? I'll say I haven't, I've heard a lot about Lethal Company. You know, it does sound very fun. I don't usually go for those Phasmophobia type games, though. I'm not really like a horror person. Amanda the Adventurer? Never heard of that. I betcha, I'll say, you know, here's a good one that isn't out yet, but I bet next time, whenever it comes out, that Mina the Hollower will get some love, you know. I bet Mina the Hollower is gonna be a great speed game. That's like my my off the cuff prediction. I say, you know what? Shovel Knight is precedes it. Pal World? I've heard a thing or two about that. It sounds like I read like a PC Gamer or parts of a PC Gamer article that was very much like, yeah, I don't know about this. This is less fun in practice than it is in theory. You know, they were not quite digging it. You know, it's like kind of got like some weird animal abuse stuff going on in that, which is like abstracted enough in Pokemon, but turns out when you're like clubbing baby seals in like a real environment, it's weird. Damn it. An indie horror game called Army. That's a good one. What'd be an obscure indie game? Super Kiwi 64. I would love to see Super Kiwi get a GDQ run. That game's really short. Maybe it might have already. I really don't know, but if it hasn't, Super Kiwi would be killer. That's all our tries, bingo. We weren't able to do it. Dang. I don't know what you're talking about, just throwing random games out there. For a GDQ run, Games Done Quick. As you know, Games Done Quick is a charity marathon in which speedrunners do speedruns of games, and they take donations for, you know, different charities. Awesome Games Done Quick is in January, and that raises money for Doctors Without Borders. No, the other one. Prevent Cancer Foundation. In summer, they do another one, Summer Games Done Quick, and that one is for Doctors Without Borders, or MSF. In French, they call it MSF, because that's how the letters work in French. Very good charity marathon. I watch it a lot every time they have one, and I usually donate around 75 bucks. Have a new job now, so I'm upping the ante a little bit. I'm gonna give 100 bucks this year. Mario vs. Donkey Kong. Oh, like the new one. Yeah, that'd be good. Yep. Oh, Mario RPG, the new remake of that. I bet that probably has a good speedrun to it. I am hitting dismiss. Give me a second. El Pato. El Pato, you are up. I know it's been a while since you submitted the level. I don't know if you're present, but I will say you are present. Perfect. Oh, I just hit the button to show the message to queue you up. Perfect. I know it has been a while, and there were some technical difficulties up top. Thank you for being present. I'm going to do another card. I got cards here that aren't related to GDQ, and we're going to talk about that for a bit while I enter in this code. Shout to Blight Club, Miquanchi. His name is Mike Minotti, but for Giant Bomb's Blight Club feature, they play bad video games and they cosplay as they play those bad video games, which is very funny. During the last stream of that, they started playing Mike Minotti, or Mitch Tolkoto as he's sometimes called, started playing Mortal Kombat Mythologies. I think that's what the name of it is. And dressed up as Quan Chi and looked like this. you know, is his co-host, the other people on the stream, found it very funny. Is a very funny look and a very funny outfit. The face paint worked great. Uncle Fester looking ass is what got said, and I don't know Uncle Fester, but I believe it. I believe it. That's quite the look. Very amusing, and I hope that every time he does the full face paint for that series. What's your favorite Zelda boss? Got? Yeah, that is. It's Quan Chi. That's right. It is Quan Chi from Mortal Kombat. In real life. No, not Kratos. The other guy. No, it's Quan Chi. Anyway, I thought that was very funny this week. Shout out to him. I appreciate how much they put into those costumes. Basically, the other people on that feature get to send them the costume and just order like as many cosplay parts as they fancy. And, you know, it's a surprise to the cosplayer what they're cosplaying as, so sort of a double joke. They get to see and go like, what the fuck? I'm wearing a fucking boots. I just kicked the mic. I'm wearing a fucking like bootstrap. What the fuck am I doing this? A whole like leather cosplay getup. What the hell? Anyway, hope that kicking the mic thing wasn't too bad. Let's play this level. Yeah. What are we doing here? Do you want last level? Last level or latest level? El Pato. Hey, Ratchet Toad. Nothing much, just, you know, Friday. Last level is recent. Okay, great. Isn't Quan Chi the guy who was Obi-Wan's Jedi Master? You're thinking of Qui-Gon Jinn. Quan Chi is from Mortal Kombat. He's sort of a dark sorcerer who is evil, you know, evil in nature. Ah! Evil in nature. Yeah. That sums him up to a T. I like that boo wheel situation. You know, sort of a bootsy bootleg thing. Your stream delay is like 0.1 milliseconds. That's very fast. Is it really? How can you tell? I guess I'm reacting to the chats faster than I normally do. You know, I'll say sometimes I don't look over for a second, and it might seem like a longer time between messages and me reacting. Redeem the thing and it immediately popped up. Gotcha. Oh yeah, that's probably a better way of judging it versus like my reactions, which can be delayed, you know. I like evil in nature. That's a good one. I like the sound of that. I'll say by the way, I'm always thinking about like what the stream will be called, you know. I'm always thinking about what the stream will be called on the VOD later on. Trying to come up with a good name as I say words. Evil by nature, or by nature, what the fuck did I even say? Evil by nature? Not bad. You know, you could look at that and go like, oh, that probably refers to some of these levels, which, you know, are evil by nature, yes. What are your favorite types of levels? Probably the ones that are less evil by nature. I like the ones where they're traditional and like, you know, really fast and frenetic, have a good flow to them, you know, clever mechanics, all that. Though I will say the ones that are evil by nature, they are fun, and I bet they're fun to watch. I hope they're fun to watch. And you know, don't feel too afraid of submitting those, especially, you know, before we get into the lightning round. Now is a great time to submit evil levels, you know? Levels that are evil. You understand. I have beaten most of the evil levels that Bingo has, that's true. The ones that are evil by nature. Yay! We got farther. That's progress. Hey, what's going on with this whole Zelda, with this whole Link thing? I don't think I've seen a single goddamn Link stored. Should I be worried? Should I be worried, people at home? Y'all tell me if I should be worried. Hello, King Bob. Good. Your level code probably isn't in there, but I will manage, King Bob. I will say in the future, I will advise using dashes between the letters in the thing. If you don't include dashes, it gets kind of screwy. Yes, I haven't beaten 23 or 24, that's right. Those two elude me. They are elusive. Thank you for the level. Lots of levels in queue tonight. I'll say the last few weeks have been like this. A lot of levels in queue. I appreciate it. I kind of feel like December was sort of a slow month here for viewer levels, but January, hot. A lot of viewer levels going on in January by comparison. Maybe I should just, you know, take like January or take December in the future, like for like mental health or something. Take it off and then come back strong in January. That's something that definitely occurred to me last few years. You know, December is a great time to relax and, you know, get some rest in and all that. In general. Why did Warp World say you're in position 0? I don't know. The thing is, I think Warp World is a little bugged when it comes to handling YouTube and Twitch at once. The reason is, it's not, like, out-of-the-box supported yet, quite. There's, like, a weird third-party script that enables it, and as a result, it's, like, I don't think fully tested. To the point where I can't use the next command to pull up the next level. I have to use, my phone to manually pick it if I want to work every time, which, what? The guy didn't get hit. Why didn't those guys die? I gotta manually pick it if I want to work every time, so, you know, maybe I should just disable the position thing and just make it so that, hey, you can see your position if you open the list, because that is a thing. No, I think it's just bugged. I think that'll show it for everyone, you know, or a lot of people, multiple people, it'll show as position 0. It's just bugged. Speaking of, what's going on with those guys? Why didn't those guys die? This is a cool level, though. A little bit of inconsistency aside. I'm gonna do this run and then we're gonna pull another card. That time it worked. Here's another card. Another shout out to Judo Uno. Friend of the channel, you know. Guy I know what streams. Recently got out of a job, you know. He got laid off as the site, you know, his work site closed, which he's, you know, known has been coming for like the last year. For like the last 6 months, he's known that's gonna happen. And, you know, he says he got a good severance. And he's pretty happy about that. And as a result of having time now, he is freed up back for streaming. So, you know, that's great. He hasn't really streamed all that consistently in the last 6 months. But now he's between jobs again. With, you know, good severance and such that he doesn't have to do much for, like, the next 3 months, ideally. That is lovely, and I wish him the best. And I would love to do some sort of collab with him at some point. I think that'd be fun. I did have him on the stream once, like, a year ago. Had him on for just, like, a random Persona 5 stream. He's a big Persona 5 man. So that was kind of a fun thing to do. I was playing through Persona 5 Royale at the time. And I'd definitely like to do that again because it was just fun, and I think we had good chemistry. I say, I think we had good chemistry. That is to say, it was fun chatting with him and joking around and, saying things. Definitely want to come up with something good, figure out time for that, and, do a thing. The only thing is that, my schedule is now more constrained since I'm back at work and, I'm hybrid now. For the rest of the channel's history, since I became a streamer, I have worked from home. And, I didn't always. Before the pandemic, I didn't. But I wasn't a streamer before the pandemic. So this is all new to me. Having office days while streaming. And, figure that's going to make it a little harder to reliably stream, But, I'm hoping to figure it out, figure out a time we can do, and also what exactly we would want to do, like play some sort of video game together, just have him guest on a random. Yes, that's right. He did stream during, I did stream, yes. Anyway, that's something I want to do. I think he's streaming right now. Let me do a shout out. Shout out, Judo, Good dude. Definitely recommend checking him out, hanging out in his stream. I told him about all the anime he missed while he was too busy working to watch anime. The other day, I tuned in to his first, post-work stream, and, recommended all sorts of anime that he hadn't seen, I did say you have to watch Bocchi the Rock. I said, wait, well, let me tell you 100 Girlfriends, the works. Free Ren, I mentioned that, yeah, you gotta see Free Ren. There's a lot of stuff you really ought to check out that's come up in the last year. Shout out to Judo. Hell of a dude. I should do the other source shout out for Judo and the Raider as well. I could also shout out Telkoto as well, who was the one with the, the Miquanchi dress up. The feature is on GiantBomb.com, the one that I was mentioning earlier. GiantBomb.com. Very good website, though. I'll say, I only watch Blight Club these days when it comes to Giant Bomb. Just how I, engage with the content these days. What kind of collab would be fun? I feel like we need to, your interest in Giant Bomb began and end with Jess Voidburger. Voidburger was really good. It was a shame that she got laid off. Goddamn, that was a goddamn shame. I was surprised that, for me anyway, Blight Club continued and, or at any rate, is half as good as it is without her. They managed to replace her with Mike Tolkoto, who is who doesn't actually isn't employed by Giant Bomb, but is contracted for several streams, to appear on certain features. I'll say I think that Mitch Tolkoto, Mike Minotti, really good addition, and I like him as well. I agree, though. Those layoffs the other year sucked. What am I doing? Gotta go under. We got a lot of levels in the queue. I will say, let's come up with a time when the lightning round will start. Here on this channel, after a certain amount of time, I switch over to the lightning round. and we remain in the lightning round until the end of the stream. And during the lightning round, I only get 5 tries on each level that comes my way. 7 for Twitch subs, you know, premium money, people who pay money. And also for the first level of the night. So if you are looking at the queue and going like, oh, it kind of seems like it'll be 10 hours until you get to me, don't worry, the lightning round will come and we'll start cranking through them. Hey, maybe also some of the people ahead of you aren't here, in which case, you know, it'll also go faster. I'll say, though, regardless of the Whoa! Fuck. I can't believe I jumped over that shit. That was, clutch. Just because I cannot finish a level doesn't mean it's burned. You can resubmit it. Same stream, different stream, however you like. So, you know, it's all cool, it's all good. Thankfully, I'm 3 spots before your level comes up back up. Oop. Oop. Jeez. That does sound fortunate. That jump is really hard. This level, El Pato, challenging, isn't it? I'll say. I'm always not sure, like, to jump to the second platform, if it's safe to do it right away or if I have to wait. That's very challenging to me. If you go too slow, you don't have enough speed to do the thing. Go too fast, you get screwed. Just go is more consistent. Okay, good tip, El Pato. I'll say, as far as Giant Bomb goes, used to be a bigger part of my life. You know, I used to watch it. I used to, you know, during its heyday, during its golden age, I watched every quick look, watched everything that came out of it, every stream, religious about it for like 10 years, until the pandemic hit, at which point, you know, it kind of felt like interest in keeping on going was falling off. And, you know, only with, like, a complete reboot of the cast have they been able to, like, find some energy, you know? And, you know, that obviously means that it's not the same people as before, which is kind of a whole other bummer, but, you know, what are you gonna do? 4 tries left. Let's do it. Let's go. What's the... It's 46 seconds is the clear check time. Okay. A question. This is like 13 seconds in, 15 seconds in, so we got a lot of level left, I suppose. Yikes. This is not impossible. I feel like we could... We could do this. It's just, you know, y'all know this is difficult. Y'all can see that. I wouldn't say this is like an evil level. I would say that it is a challenging level. And one that is sometimes, timing-wise, difficult. Holy Jesus. Boo! That was the last try. Turkatron says GG and good luck. I suppose maybe let's see who's next. I did not complete that level. I'm gonna hit this miss. Next level up is Turkatron. I'm gonna say 745. Let's say 750 for the lightning round. No, 745 was good. 745. I'm gonna say 745. Okay, okay. That's like a little less than a half hour from now. Perfect. I got spicy fish? Is that what we call that? It's a podobo, Bingo. It's not a fish. It's not a fish. Fireballs are not fishes. Get it straight. Let me do those shoutouts. Well, let me do the other type of shoutouts. I'll do a / shoutout Telkodo. Shout out to Telkodo, the one who dressed up like this for their Blight Club feature, which I'll say I like a lot. I like Blight Club a lot. I'm also gonna give a Twitch shout out to some other folk just as soon as I just as soon as that shout out expires. Follow Telkodo if you don't. He's a good dude. Yes, that's right. No, I don't think Shinnok is. It's Quan Chi. That was Quan Chi, Bingo. Isn't Shinnok like... Shinnok's like another dude from Mortal Kombat, but no, it's different guy. Safety. No enemies, no pits, no danger. Yeah, Joshua, you're... There's a lot of levels in Q. Sorry to say. Once we get to the lightning round, it'll start to really crank, we'll start to really do. Also, hey, shout out, Judo, there, follow Judo, Does that work? I have to wait 45 more seconds. Okay. What? Eh? Do I have to, walk or something? I bet this is an auto. No. Definitely not an auto. Safety. Let me read the description again. Shout out. Judo, 2 seconds. Shout out. Judo, good. Oh, fuck! I got it. Shout out to Judo. Good dude. Happy to see him streaming again. Hope to do some sort of collab soonish. Oh, there's how we do it. Oh, wait a minute. Not quite. That's how we do part of it, but once we get up there, we gotta stop. Yeah, this does have no danger in it. You are correct. Got it. Again, some evil levels will go long. Apologies, y'all understand, I would say this one, kind of an evil level. Kind of an evil level right here. Once we get to the lightning round, well, this one in the lightning round would be a weird case. I will say, for levels like this one during the lightning round, one timeout will cost all of our lives. So, oh god, I gotta start the timer. One timeout will cost all of our lives. Just to slow down. Yeah, I'm thinking about that, but I gotta get the timing right. Look, you have to go really fast to get over that first spring. So the stop is hard. Ooh. Oh, God. Maybe this is not so bad. Anyway, how would y'all feel about, say, another card for me to talk about? And, you know, such. Oh, also, let me give me a second here. How about let me see. Where was that raid? It's not in the activity feed. It was, by Alan. Alan did the raid. Let me give you the type of shout out where people can hit follow. Shout out. Alone. I really wish that there was a way to do both a Twitch shout out and the kind of shout out where the thing goes across the screen at the same time. And let me go ahead and drop that follow right now. There you go. A follow for you. There you go. Very cool. Seems like good folk. Hope your stream went well. I really do hope that. Shout-outs all around. Ciao! What's up with that cape? It went pretty good. He couldn't beat this level either, Turkatron says. Ah, Turkatron, you came with the raid then. Or otherwise watched that part of the stream. Can't confirm. Ah, jeez. Well, you know, maybe spent less time, Alan did? Maybe Alan spent less time than we would. Who knows what Alan's rules are? Do you have rules, Alan, for viewer levels like I do? I'm curious, like... I feel like to do viewer levels right and fairly, you need to have some sort of rules for when to move on. That said, if you don't, and, you know, you run out of levels, you can always just play one level forever. Which, does kind of shoot me in the foot when I run out of levels, but, you know, right now we got 11 in the queue. That's not a issue that we have right now. Oh, I got a 1-up! Look at that! Isn't that nice? I wish you could just run over these. You know, it's just a gap of 1. This looks like a tutorial level for QWERTY's stages. Like the tech involved in them. Putting an evil pin in this level would make it mean. Well, it depends on the rule set, Turkatron. But for my rule set, like, yeah, absolutely. Since mine is like time-based, but also life-based some of the time. Like, if I spent 500 seconds with this level and then died, the lightning round rules would have it, though, so that I had to do, like, a whole thing. How's about another card? I watched the first episode of Brave Bang Braven. Last couple of weeks, I've talked a lot about the various anime of the season, and, you know, we're down to the last one to start, the last one to get onto a streaming service that is, you know, coming to a streaming service, and that is Braven, basically, is what people are going to call it, because that's, like, the main thing about it. Let me tell you about Braven. Oh my god. Like, this was one where it was odd, because it actually aired last week, but no one licensed it, because they sort of marketed it as like a very serious, down-to-earth military mech show, and they didn't reveal like the actual twist of the show, which is that basically you got this like serious mecha situation where honestly it's not a bad basic premise. We're like, oh, you know, we got these military mechs, they sort of work like Armored Core 6. The action is very reminiscent of Armored Core 6, where they're like jetting around, they're like sliding around, shooting stuff. It's very like, or like 86 if y'all know that anime. But it's very like visceral, very fast-paced, and very flashy and looked. But it is just a very hard-boiled, like serious war thing until aliens show up And then a big fucking Super Sentai ass mech shows up and says, "Hello, my name is Braven. Come, pilots, ride in me, and we will beat the bad guys." And it's just so goofy. There's a fight scene where like the theme song starts playing as like he goes to you know, beat the bad guys, and the serious like military show guy who's in the mech is like, "What the fuck is going on here? I have a sword? Why is there fucking music playing?" The music is diegetic. They hear the goofy anime music as the big fuck off robot plays it to them. It's absurd, and you know, because Crunchyroll was late to license it, there's actually 2 episodes out, and the second episode, I was sort of expecting it to be like a bait and switch from the first episode, but it's not that entirely. It turns out that the hard-boiled military guys continue to be hard-boiled, and are just so clearly frustrated to find themselves in a goofy, like Super Sentai cartoon that does not abide by the rules of reality, right? They're like, "What the fuck is going on? There's this big fucking robot. Can we really trust this fucking guy? He's a big fucking robot. Where the fuck did he come from? Is he a secret weapon? Who the fuck? America can't make this. Who else could it be? Is it Russia? I don't think so." Very funny, and very extra, and good shit. I'll say I was very impressed by Braven. Definitely will be sticking with it. Top tier first impressions of Braven. It's on Crunchyroll. And I'll say, like, I 100% agree now that I've seen it, like, yeah, it's hiding the fact that your show is good seemed like a risky proposition. But, you know, seeing it now, it's like, oh, well, actually, the parts where it's hard-boiled aren't bad, 1. 2, it's hilarious when the mecha shows up and, you know, starts acting like it's a completely different genre. And 3, it's so immaculately done. It's killer. And also, you know, if you like that era of like mecha shows, like 80s style, like cheesy campy shit, like this has that, but also it's sort of in a realistic world where everyone is very upset and powers that be are steaming about this shit. It's good. With that, the anime season is now fully in earnest. I'll also say, though, I did drop 3 more shows. I dropped Dr. Elise, The Royal Lady with the Lamp. Felt like that was a little bit too messy to keep on. I also dropped Cherry Magic, 30 Years of Virginity Can Make You a Wizard, which isn't a weird, like, isn't actually like a weird, what the fuck is it called? Incel anime. It's actually a boys love anime. But it's kind of just messy and whatever. I just felt like the day that it was on was really busy, so go ahead and cut that. And finally, The Witch and the Beast. On second thought, that show is too messy to keep on, and I just don't have faith that it'll turn out to be secretly actually really good and go somewhere interesting. I really wasn't feeling it watching the second episode, and I just cut it like really quickly. Also, you know, I don't want to have too many anime on the same day. You know, if I do, things get packed pretty quickly. So dropping these 3 makes it so that all my like weekdays have like 4 to 1 anime, 1 to 4 anime each, rather than like 5 or 6 in some cases. So that's better. And also, I think they don't compare to the best stuff of the season, and I really should be a little bit picky, considering I could watch hundreds of shows if I really, you know, I could watch everything, but where would I find the time? I need to cut back a little bit, considering I do have a day job now, And the easiest way to cut back, it turns out, is cutting shows that are like shades of okay. You know, or ones where I go like, oh, this could be good. How about just watch the ones that are good? Ah, well, shit, that's smart, isn't it? I'll say there's still a couple shows that are on my radar for cuts. Specifically, there's some Saturday shows which I haven't like fully finished evaluating yet. I'll decide if I'm cutting like 3 more shows from Saturday tomorrow. I think Solo Leveling, the Wedding Bands one, and what's the last one? Oh, the World's Strongest Tank. Those 3 I might cut. I know, Solo Leveling seems like it's very popular. I just don't really think it holds up to the other things on Saturday, and it really hasn't had its like its hook yet. It looks like next episode is the hook, so you know, maybe Solo Leveling will finally prove itself and explain why people like it so much. I say explain, show. It needs to show why people like it so much. Why don't we just finish all the anime talk, or some of the rest of the anime talk. Rundown of the season in general. A lot of good shows this season. I'll say, like, a lot of good shows. Focus. I could do multiple things at once, believe me. By the way, if we go to last tries, it'll be like the last, Let me see, what's been great this season? Wherein, obviously considered. I will say that I think Brave Bang Braven, one of the top things this season. Delicious in Dungeon, gushing over magical girls. Very porny, that show, but I think it's good. I also think Hokkaido Gals are super adorable. It's really good. I think it actually could be very good. Give it time. Tis Time for Torture Princess is definitely the Monday show I think about the most. 7th Time Loop. Yeah, Apothecary is on Saturdays. Mashley is back. A Sign of Affection. Hell yeah. The Weakest Tamer became a journey to pick up trash. That one's really good. And I'll say I think Sasaki and Peeps is pretty fucking good. Is like low-key good, I'll say. Those would be the ones that I would shout out. If I were shouting out like the anime that I have tried out for the first time in the last week. The one that like most people will probably hear about, you know, 1 because it's on Netflix, 2 because it's been like super highly anticipated, would be Delicious in Dungeon, which, you know, is just really lovely, really swell, and, you know, so far has lived up to its expectations. Gushing over magical girls is so porny. It's ridiculous how many nipples, uncensored, are in that show. The basic summary of that show, by the way, is that there's magical girls, and they're like really well done as characters, by the way. I'll say they're great characters. And there's a super villain character, girl, who you know, she's like a fangirl, but she's recruited, and it turns out that what she's great at is, and what she finds out she really enjoys is doing like BDSM type stuff to the magical girls, you know. Very like, you know, all that shit. And it's great to see her, like, really enjoying it, you know. Her facial expressions are just so... God, like, you can just visually see how much she gets off on this shit. I'll also say A Sign for Affection, very good, like, romance thing about a girl who is deaf, you know, can't hear. It's very well considered and very well thought through, and I think it is, so far, just a lovely, lovely little rom-com thing. romantic drama, maybe. But on the light side. Very, very cute and good. Timer's up. Let's get up the last tries. Tell you what, this level is a timeout level. We probably should. I'll tell you what, I will do 200 seconds more. Let's just do that because, you know, we got a lot of people waiting for last tries, and we'll call it that. Other shows that are good, I would recommend checking Tis Time for Torture. The basic premise is that there's this princess who is captured, and her torture is just like basically her being tempted by like delicious and fun things. And the joke is, the gag is, she gives in every time and just has a hell of a time. You know, you'll see her like, you know, they bring out some toast and she'll look at it and go like, looks tasty. And she's drooling, and then, you know, some stuff will happen and she'll give in, and then they'll have like a toast party, and she'll be so happy eating toast. Oh, it's very cute and fun, and just a very good one-joke anime, comparable to like Sleepy Princess, though, you know, it hasn't quite. I wouldn't say it's up to the level of Sleepy Princess quite yet, but it's up there. It's up there with Sleepy Princess. It only has 6 jumps and none kill you. That is true, but I don't think you can deny this level is evil by nature. I don't think there's any denying that. Just do 80 more seconds here. Any other seasonal anime that I would specifically, like, you know, describe for y'all? Drip, depending on what I'm doing tomorrow. Oh, I stream on, I'll say, by the way, for new viewers, I stream on, the new schedule right now is Fridays and Tuesdays, with Tuesdays being a playthrough, currently Skyward Sword HD, and Fridays being viewer levels. A little later on Tuesdays, since I'd be coming home from, you know, work, but it is what it is. I've tried doing, like, when I have time off or, like, extended breaks to doing, like, daily streams or, like, streams every day, and I just don't enjoy, like, always having to think about the next stream, you know, a couple hours to come. Let's just call it there, that's enough. Thank you for the level, that was evil. Ooh. Oh, hey, it's time for the lightning round. Damn it. I'm gonna hit dismiss. Let me do a thing. Pull up the next level. Bullet Same, you are up. What was so evil about it? You know what's evil about it. Come on now. Come on now. We all know what was evil. It's in its nature to be evil, that one. It's in its nature. Any last anime to mention? No, not really. Seventh Time Loop is kind of fun. It's a show about, like, a isekai, or like a girl who's been, like, reborn every time she dies, like 7 times in a row. And it sort of reminds me of someone who's played Skyrim like 7 times and plays a different way each time. You know, role plays a little bit. It's fun and good, and I like how much skill she has acquired over her 7 iterations. That's a fun show. Would recommend that as well. Okay, let's do this. Hey! Do y'all know what time it is? It is time for the lightning round. during the lightning round. I will have 5 tries to beat each level that comes my way. 5 tries, refreshing at checkpoints, 7 for Twitch subs. That's money. That means it costs money. And also for the first level of the night, the bonus hits, they come in a variety of forms. You know, you can see there's Bowser. You can get extra Marios, Toads, Toadettes, Yoshis, and even some that aren't Mario related in there. Let's pull up the blinders, and I'm going to randomize it a bit. Toadettes! Very good. Let's go ahead and play this level. I'm going to punch it in, and then we're going to play it. Very good. I like it when we punch in a level and then play it. Y'all know that. That's obvious. The Majora's Mask run of GDQ is going to be really long, so I guess maybe it's fine if we don't get it. If I don't know like when it's going to start, but I want to get there. Probably want to end the stream around there if I can. What the hell is this? What is going on here? I dodged the bullets? Looks like, yes. I think what I need to do is land right on the edge. Yeah, the lightning round changed. Grab the P-switch? What? Grab the P-switch? It looks easier? Does it? Does this look easier? Okay. What do you mean grab the P-switch? Grab the P-switch. So, like, get close enough to grab it, but not... I don't understand what this level is expecting from me. Oh, there's a music box under the P switch. Okay, I think what we need to do is like bounce off the P music box, but pick up the P switch. Oh, that's a thing. I'll say, Bullet Same, you know the drill. You can always resubmit it, but such is the lightning round. Of course, you want to get in before the lightning round starts. Try to be like one of the first few, you know, to get the level in. Sometimes the other people in queue, they don't have very hard levels, and a lot of levels get played during that first segment. You know, this time, I feel like we got a lot more evil levels than normal, so it kind of went fast. No problem, Bullet Same. I always like the stages that come my way. Bingo, you are up. You are here. I see you. Perfect. Here's another card. I'm still meaning to finish going through every Ghibli film. Haven't watched one in like 2 months, but still something I mean to get back around to. The thing is, it's, you know, I've been watching the subtitled versions of them, which means that I need to have full attention, which means that I really have to, like, block out 2 hours to watch any, or like maybe 90 minutes, you know. Some of them are shorter. But definitely mean to do that at some point. It's on my, you know, like a list of things I want to do. Also, I got a lot of other shows that have, you know, that I've been working on, or, you know, in some cases I left right before finishing, because when I do finish watching any show, I like to write like a letterbox style. What am I doing? This is not the right thing to do. I mean, you did say any stage, but you didn't mean for me to start the super world I already finished over again. That was not the thing. How about we try this one? Oh, that one's also going to be difficult. And we haven't, there's nothing else for us here. Wait, what's that? Hang on. I've never played this one. Its clear rate is low, but not that low for one of these. Why didn't we never not do this one? Hey, a lost Bingo Bow level. Let's try it out. What was I saying about the thing? Oh yeah, need to do that. I think the next one is like, shit. It's like the one that's before Porco Rosso. Only yesterday or something. Never seen it, but I'm curious. Could be really good. Basically what inspired 23. And that's the one that I was struggling on earlier, right? Yes, so this one inspired the other one that we've been working on for the last week or 2 or 3. Okay, shit. Let's see what we can do. When I finish an anime, I like to write like a letterbox style review of it, and if I don't have the time or mental energy to do that, I sort of hold off for a while. And since the last season has been ending, I haven't had the time to really do the thing. But now that the new season has started and the old season is like long in the rear view, maybe I ought to go ahead and just do that. Cool level. Can you stand on that without hitting the spike on the floor? How does that work? The spike on the floor. I'm not sure if that's like actively dangerous or not. I'm gonna bet it is. That would be my bet, but... we can't say for sure. Yikes. Any... Yes, it has a lot of wall jumping, I can see. No. No, it's not dangerous? Or no, it's not safe? What is this song, by the way? I don't recognize it. It's not safe! I was hoping no, as in, no, it doesn't hurt. Dang it. Shit. I'm gonna hit dismiss. Thank you for the level bingo. As always, feel free to resubmit. I'd like another crack at that, actually. This seems like a possible level that we could do in like a couple more tries. I'm gonna hit Lost. I'm gonna bring up Samos's level. Samos is next. Go ahead and confirm Samos. Or Simos, maybe? Go ahead and confirm Simos. You are up. Here's another card. Does anyone else hate mangled clips of shows? I'll say this is a pet peeve of mine. Like, when you go onto YouTube and you're like looking for like a specific clip of a show and you find it, but someone has put it through like a mowing lawnmower, has really like shredded it to pieces, like cut out little moments of silence, cut out lines, recut it in a way that is not the original way. It always bothers me, especially when there's like music or other animation stuff where it gets all jumpy and, the music isn't working. It's just like, God damn it. God, I want to see the original version of this, not like one where the song is like just jumping around randomly. It's never good. I hear that can be because of like copyright concerns, but I'd rather it not exist if it can't exist in a way that is unvarnished. I guess. I don't know. Let's give Simos a minute, like a second longer to confirm. Simos, you're up. See you later, Bingo Bo. You have a good one. I called you Bingo Bo. Bingo, that's what we call you here. The Bo. You are Bingo Bo, but I usually call you Bingo. Doesn't matter. I'll tell you, I was looking up like a clip of a farming isekai, which I've been rewatching. Specifically a clip where they sing a little song, and it's kind of fun and very cute. And they had mangled it, and wasn't able to get what I was looking for. Had to pull it back up on High Dive and just find the actual part in the actual episode where it happened to like, fulfill that desire, you know? Sudden death, let's go. Messed up. I every time I see a clip like that, I am just upset. I'm just like, God damn it, that's, you ruin it when you do stuff like that. Really strongly hate it. That doesn't seem good. Yeah, we, Maybe if we backtrack, get another one. Okay, here we go. And because this is sudden death, we only have 2 tries. That said, I will say, if Samos is with us, all you need to do is say a word, and I will get... What? Huh? I will give you the regular amount of tries. Right, we switched it on off, and then we entered and exited. So when the thing respawned, it was already in the right position for us to get past this thing. Still, this is pretty doable, hey! This is not an evil level. I would say this level is, okay. Definitely not evil. Less evil than other levels that we have played. Where's my ride? Try to respawn it by putting it off stage. Even has a parachute indicator. Oh, you're right. That is what that is. It's a parachute indicator. Yeah. I hope it respawned. Yes, it did. Good. Hey. Was there something here? Oh, right. I ground pounded a thing. Yeah. See what's going on here. This is very reasonable. Yee! And there's a checkpoint. If we had lost any tries, that would refresh them. But we didn't, so, you know, it's cool. Eh? What's up with this? Huh? I feel like something has to respawn there. Something that got destroyed. Let's say. Maybe we can respawn it by, like, moving out of the way. I'd say for normal purposes, it might be best to just die. Kinda looks like that's what we gotta do. Yeah. That's the first try. Pow! The POW hit it. We really needed to ignore that thing, but also if we had ignored that hammer bro, would... you know, the question is, would that have been a problem? Yeah. Would that have, that hammer brother throwing hammers probably would have been a problem for us, yeah. Thank you for the level. That is the sudden death constraints thereof. If you want more tries, be here next time. I'm gonna hit dismiss. If you were to say something right now, I could do 3 more tries. But I don't think you're here. Hey, it's Alan. Alan is up next. Alan is right there in chat. Perfect. Bow. Jesus. Jesus. I see Alan, so I am putting you into regular lightning round style, you know? Let's go, let's do it. Glad you picked a normal level and not an evil level. Well, evil levels are funny, but during the lightning round, they can only last so long. That said, like the minute or two they last, if they're really evil, can be a very funny minute. You know, they can be a very funny minute. Here's another card. I've been playing Marvel Snap, just got back to Infinite. Managed to get back to Infinite before the patch on Thursday. Infinite is like the, it's like Legend in Hearthstone. Marvel Snap is a card game, by the same guy what made Hearthstone, and I love it. I play it every day. I make sure to do all the dailies and such, and usually these days I try to get back to Infinite. This is nice. Nice little level where I get an infinite supply of the things. Yes. Infinite supply of hammer suits, and I just bust through some walls. That is fun. Not evil in the slightest. Oh, this is a nice refresher. Nice, refreshing, non-evil level. It's a remake of SMB1's 5-2. You still can't go into pits, even if the level is not evil. No, it's not allowed. Don't worry, we'll not do that again. I swear it. I swear it. Just far enough to go here. Okay, perfect. That's a very funny hole, I'll say. Very funny hole you got there. Very funny hole is also a good name for a VOD, now that I say it. Probably gonna be evil by nature, though. I like that. I like that one, too. The funniest of holes. That would be a funny way to phrase that. I guess it's more of a pit than a hole. Because it's not even a real hole. I had to make the hole. I had to make the hole myself. You got a whole super world of remakes? Gotcha. With Marvel Snap, I'll say, by the way, Marvel Snap, this is the deck that brought me to Ultimate. Blob deck, Thanos deck. It has some move stuff in there for fun, but mostly just for fun. Blob and Thanos sort of carried me, and Lockjaw carried me to Infinite. And I'll tell you, there are cards in there that I didn't get much use out of. Like, I barely got any discount out of Scar, so I really probably should have just packed the Hulk or something. You know, slightly bigger, but whatever. It made it, and they just did some nerfs to the Blob yesterday, which I'll say they seem pretty fair. Pretty fair nerfs. Not unreasonable at all, and I don't think, honestly, I think the Blob is kind of fine. Like, it can go up to like 15 to 25 power now, which for a 6-drop is still incredibly above rates, you know? Like, it could just be a free Infininock, basically. Or it could just be a free Destroyer without any penalty, without destroying anything. You know, people play Giganto. I'm hearing F in the chat. That's not good. Yeah, I can't proceed without the thing, can I? And I can't clear the level without the thing either, and there's no more of the thing. I fucked up. I fucked up. Damn it. People play Giganto, and that's just... I'll start over, don't worry. People play Giganto in Marvel Snap, and that's just a 14 energy 6-drop. Or a 14 power 6-drop. So like a 15 power 6-drop is still incredibly good. Even if it's only 15 half the time, which is gonna be higher sometimes. The way, I'll say it, if you don't know, if you didn't see the nerf, or you don't know Marvel Snap, the Blob is a card that formerly ate every card that was in your deck and had the power of all those cards added up. And post-nerf, what it does is it eats cards until it gets 15 or more power. So it depends on, like, what the last card it eats is. If it had, like, 14 power, it eats, like, a 15 power card. It'll have, like, a 29 power, you know? If it eats, like, a 1 power card to get over that hump, it'll have 15. So it's important to note that that is well above rate for Marvel Snap, and that is an extremely good card that, like, you know, most other cards that have that sort of thing going on have, like, caveats, have, like, drawbacks. I guess this does destroy cards in your deck, but usually you don't care about those, and it's kind of better to destroy them, oftentimes, for, like, you know, in case they have, like, a Darkhawk or something. Here we go. I see what we gotta do. This is a construction job. There we go. Now we can go through here and get the 1-up. Fantastic. Great shit, Alan. That's a fun little level. Some good builder Mario, you know, maker Mario, you know, builder. What the Super Hammer have a name, like the power-up state? That's a great level of that. Good shit. GG's all around. I'm thinking about it. Have we, like, not completed that many levels tonight? I feel like that's one of the first times we've seen the cleared level. Big night for evil-ish levels. Carlito is up next. Carlito just said JJ. Those are the wrong letters, but, you know, it's fun. I hear ya. Let me type this in while I do another card. I've been playing New Vegas. Recently bought New Vegas on the PC because I figured, like, I'd like to play it in a version that has all the DLC, and I don't think I got all the DLC the first time. So I'll just buy, like, it for $20 and it includes all the DLC. That's fine. I didn't realize, though, very crashy on the PC. And I couldn't figure out how to get the, like, mods that they have to fix the crashiness set up. And I tried setting them up, and they just ended up just immediately crashing. So, whatever. I'll say that game, you know, people say a lot of great stuff about it. Very slow start. That's the one thing that's sort of rough about it. You really have to grind for a while to get into, like, the main city. And even to get to the main city is, like, either a very long trek, which I'll say, like, going around the horn in New Vegas, I had some game crashes that disrupted that whole endeavor, you know? Like, oh god, I was most way around the loop and it just crashed, wiping out, like, a half hour of walking. God damn it. I made it to the dinosaur, and now I'm back at Prim. You know, those are the places where I was at, you know, you see. But I kept at it. I found a way around the wasteland by just, you know, skirting the death claws, and then I found out I need, like, 2,000 caps to get into the actual city. So, you know, that's fun. Slowly working up the money for that. That's been alright. Feel like New Vegas really gets into its own once you talk to Mr. House, once you go meet Caesar's Legion, once, like, the NPR, it's clear, like, what they're up to. it is really, really cool how all the factions in this are, like, really developed, really mature, and they're not just, like, single town entities. They're, like, a single, like, tribe, you know? They're, like, sovereign nations, and that's really cool by contrast to, like, you know, Fallout 3, where everyone's just a podunk, just a little podunk, little colony, you know? I saw someone saying that, like, Fallout 3 doesn't make as much sense because, you know, Fallout 1, they were kind of just recovering after the very start, but by Fallout 2, they had started to build up societies, you know, like the NCR and stuff like that. And you would think that in the DC area, there would be some sort of superpower by the time of Fallout 3. I don't know, I think it's fine though. It's kind of fun to have like a you know, post-apocalyptic civilization where it's all just a bunch of little scattered towns that are fun versus like the big nation states are fun too, but it's a struggle to find like a place where you can do like a Fallout style game with when nation states are in play. You know, you sort of have to find the outskirts like New Vegas is. Cool level, very fun. Thank you. I talked over it, sorry, but it was fun. You can see me having fun. Hopefully, yeah, some nice, good old traditional stuff. Not evil at all. I like it. King Chaos, are you still here? I'll say, of course, even if you're not. We'll play the level. We will play the level. And go forward with that, but it'll be in sudden death, so, you know, fewer tries. One more thing, as far as new games, as far as games I've been playing. I bought and started Prince of Persia: The Last Crown, Metroidvania Prince of Persia game, came out yesterday. Bought it yesterday, played like a chunk of it. It seems pretty good. Very action-based. Like, there's a lot of emphasis on, like, oh, you know, doing combos and juggling enemies and, like, counters and dodges and all that in a way that is pretty new for, like, the genre. Like, I can't really think of any Metroidvania that is quite so hell-bent on, like, you know, stylish action in the way that, like, a Bayonetta or, like, a character action game would be. It's kind of a neat mix. It seems like there's good abilities to unlock that lend themselves to, like, a little bit of platforming as well. I've heard people say that new Prince of Persia game is, like, up there with the classics, up there with, like, you know, the best Metroidvanias of all time. I don't quite think it's that high for me yet, but I'm willing to be convinced. I think it's pretty damn good so far. I've only played little bits, you know, a chunk or two, maybe up to the first boss or thereabouts, but I'm enjoying it. Definitely will continue. Let's just go ahead. Should we do one more card? I do have one more card here about games. Golden Sun. Hey, I'm thinking about trying Golden Sun. We mentioned it earlier. Just came out. Definitely would like to try that out at some point. That is, you know, I always like to try out the GBA online games as they come. Maybe that could be a stream. I'm not sure when that would be, though. Currently, I'm pretty busy between streams, what with the new job and all. Also, I do need to start thinking about, like, a new apartment. I'm currently going month to month because I want to move out. I just don't know where I'm going to move, so I need to start looking. I'll also say when I do move, I'm definitely going to look to set this whole setup in such a way where there'll be like a green screen behind the couch. Or, I don't know, some sort of green thing that can be chromed out. And I think that'll be very swell. That'll be very nice to have a green screen situation. I don't see King Chaos. Let's go ahead and put into sudden death. King Chaos, you can always speak up. I know that there were a lot of people in queue tonight. Kind of a long wait. I understand. maybe you had to go. Maybe it was very late in your time zone. I think King Chaos did say something to that effect earlier. I can't remember if King Chaos said he was leaving, you know, or not. What's going on here? Cool. What does this do? Ah, I see what we're doing here. That is sick. Some fun puzzle, link puzzle solving stuff to do. I wonder if I'm heading broadly in the right direction. Kind of interesting, some of these areas are set up where you can't, like, die properly. Also, there's red keys, red coins afoot. I wonder if in this level you're supposed to, like, you know, go and find all the red coins, or if they're optional and you're fine to just boogie. There's only 4 of them, so not that many. At this point, all we can do is boogie. Let's go. There's a checkpoint. And a red coin. Huh. That's odd. So I got returned here. I guess this is a red coin hunt, and you have to go through multiple paths. I think that's gonna be the structure here. Maybe throw this over there. This looks right, but timing of it, I'm not sure. What does the door do? Is that just... Oh, that's the entrance. That's where we came from. Were we blocked in here? Couple more throws like that, I suppose. How's about another card? There's 2 new worlds in that Mario vs. Donkey Kong remake. Found that interesting. You know, hey, new features in that their remake of Mario vs. Donkey Kong. Cool. Yeah, sure, why not? That's kind of my basic impression reading that news. Just, yeah, sure, that makes sense. Adding an extra 2 worlds. Why not? I bet they'll be good. I haven't really decided if I'm gonna get that game yet. That remake. Mario vs. Donkey Kong is pretty okay. But I don't know if I really need a remake of it, per se. I feel like I could take or leave it. I would put it down as a very strong maybe. A very strong maybe for me. I like that game a lot, and I remember, like, when I first got it on the GBA, I was very excited. And I played it, and it's like, oh, well, this is probably about as good as this sort of, like, Mario 86 style game can be, you know? A very arcade Mario kind of thing. But, you know... I mean, I'll say at the time, my impression was like, oh, this is okay, but... And I would really rather they have done just, you know... like a standard Mario, you know? Like if they had done a new... Jesus Christ, this is a while ago. We lost a lot of progress there. Let's do this one first, and then we'll do the other one. The shoe one. I sort of came out of it thinking like, you know, I at the time I just was looking at it going like, yeah, it's good, but really could have just done an actual 2D platformer, and it probably would have been, you know, better. You know, like an actual Super Mario World style platformer, and, you know, that's what they did on the DS, and... You know, as I say that, I feel like my opinion on that on the DS, you know, 2D platformers was, at that point, I was looking at it going like, yeah, but, you know, they can have 3D platformers on this thing, so, on this DS, why didn't you make an actual 3D platformer, like a new one of those? Like, there was just 3D DS, or Super Mario 64 DS. Why not just a brand new 3D platformer? And then I just didn't get new Super Mario Brothers because, I don't know, didn't speak to me or something. That's probably a weird thing not to have gotten. That game, that thing was popular. I played it only that particular one for the first time very recently. Like last year. First time ever. If we die here, we're done, so let's try not to die and hope we don't need Link to finish the fight here. Beautiful. Okay, let's just go through the door. One try left. A segment we've already done before to do. Let's do it. This has a sword dispenser. Right, this one is just difficult insofar as you gotta get it into the hole. Okay. Now that that's done, shouldn't be that hard. I might get it. I might not. Depends. Mario vs. Donkey Kong. Depends, I guess, on, like, how people are feeling. You know, how good it ends up looking. I guess, you know, hey, the remakes that they've been doing, they've been looking pretty damn good. But probably will depend on, like, what else is coming out, and if I'm, like, you know, in any way busy when it hits. Because if I am, I feel like it gets lower priority than, like, virtually any new game, you know. On account of I played it before, and it's pretty okay. Honestly, I would have rather that that game just come out on Game Boy Advance Online. And you can just play it for free if you wanted to. That seems to be, to me, the... I'm confused. I got a checkpoint, so that refreshes my 2 tries. Okay, I figured it out. Bounce it back. Hey, Squink, how's it going? We got this. Used up my... What the... Okay, got, used up my last item, but... It's fine. No worries. I'm glad these fires cannot hit me from where Bowser is standing. You sure have to do a lot of these. Here's a small thing that I will suggest. A thing that you can do with Bowser. If you ever want to adjust in a boss fight how many hits Bowser takes, you can always pre-game it, you know? Just do some hits on Bowser before the battle starts, and then, you know, those hits, they they shorten the fight, and you can use it if ever you feel like a fight is just a bit too long. Though, you know, maybe King Chaos likes it this long. Whew. Good shit. Was able to get through it. Thank you for level King Chaos. I am hitting complete. 1. Squink. You are up. Squink. How you doing? Squink was just doing the list, checking the list. Knows full well that they are up. Excellent. Here's another card. Follow up on PC part swap. I mentioned the other day that I was trying to I was having some issues with my graphics card with the new PC. It's been having like weird issues during like YouTube playback or something, or like the site YouTube will glitch up. It'll display like random checkerboard artifacts, and I wasn't sure what was going on, but I did see one review for the graphics card saying that they had the same thing, so I figured it might be just defective, and I returned it and bought one of the same make, and same issue. Still seeing that sometimes. I guess I hope it's just firmware and Windows 11 being weird, because, yeah, man, I replaced it, and it still had the same issue, so what else is there to do? If anyone knows, comment if you know checkerboard, white and black artifacts that appear around a YouTube video while it's, like, starting up, or while you're, like, dragging the mouse around randomly, you know, causing the like, you know when you scroll around a window, right? Whatever you're mousing over will darken to show that you're hovering over it. Like, if you do that really fast, my graphics card gets a little weird and screwy. Whatever. Seems to work great for streaming, you know, I'll say, and for games, so I guess it's fine. I'll also say I had a blue screen the other day, randomly, but, like, right after I replaced the part, which was a little concerning. Haven't had one since, so hopefully nothing to fear. Hopefully gonna be no problem going forward. Oh, I see. This level doesn't look hard. I like it. Like, what are you done here? What's this music? Angry Video Game Nerd is the name of it. Is this like the Angry Video Game Nerd theme? I was never one much to watch the Angry Video Game Nerd. I like the Nostalgia Critic, though, back in the day. That was the one of those that I watched, unfortunately. And like, you know, others such as the Spoony guy. Spoony guy? Spoony dude? Spoony, you know. Classic, Let's Player, you know. People know Spoony. Very popular dude. We're on our last try. How long is this level? 2 minutes? Hopefully that's with a checkpoint in there. Fuck. Unable to get through on 1. It's like 46 seconds. Gotcha. Checkpoint must be. Old YouTube was a much different place, you know, a lot of people yelling about things. More like angry yelling. These days, I think that happy yelling is a lot better, you know, positive vibes. I enjoy those a bit more. People excited about things. Thank you for the level, Squink. Like I always say, you can always feel free to resubmit it, even if I cannot finish it in one. And hey, the queue, we're down to like 3 levels now, so it's not that bad, actually. The wait will not be that bad. Joshua Bailey. Joshua Bailey, you are up. Joshua, believe you are on the YouTube side, Joshua? Believe Joshua Bailey is on the YouTube side. Go ahead and say something, and I'll play your level. You know how I do. Here's another card. It's time to retire the old PC for good. I have had the old PC sitting between the new PC and the bookcase for a while now, in case I need to plug it in and like get something off it. Like the first week or so of it, I realized that I needed to get across the Mario Maker font that I use for Mario Maker, and you know, I thought maybe there might be other things that I didn't back up or pull over yet that might be still waiting on it, but I think I'm done. I haven't touched it in the last 2 or 3 weeks. I think it is ready to be retired and be put into the closet and maybe come out specifically if I ever have like multiple rooms that need to be furnished with PCs. And even if that were to come, I would probably have that. I would probably do some work on it. I would replace the power supply. I would replace the fans. All those things seem to be acting up on it, so these things need to be replaced before it ever gets used again, but it will be retired. Here's what it looks like. And, you know, it served me well up until the point where it got too old and, you know, had to be replaced. And, you know, had other random erratic issues as things go. I'm happy to have pulled everything over onto the new one, and the new one's going pretty damn well. The odd issue aside, what are you gonna do? I don't see Joshua Bailey here, so let's go ahead and do it in the sudden death then. How many cards do I have left? Not that many, I think. Yeah, I think I have just a couple more left. So we're probably about towards the end of the stream now. Perfect. I want to end in time to watch the Majora's Mask stream on or run at the GDQ. So looks like we'll be well on pace for that. This level seems very nice. This level seems very nice. We don't need the tries. You know what? I can just go through like that. Hey, that's okay. Just a bonus room. What a nice level. What a nice level. Imagine if I got stuck in there and couldn't get out, but well, workable. Not a problem. Not a problem. This is just a fun little level. Not evil at all. Oh, I can even come up here and like kick these guys' asses. You know, it's a good idea to combine these guys with a snake block because you know this ends up being like a auto scroller in a little bit. Unless you go and steal their cloud, which is very fun that you could do that. But if you didn't have the cloud option, you would just have to like dodge them and be good, which is a good way to make them dangerous. That's a great little level there you got, Josh. I enjoyed it quite a lot. Quite well. Nice. Thumbs up. And a like. Left, you could see. I'm gonna go ahead and hit 1. Did I hit complete? Yes, I did. Ratchet Toad! Ratchet Toad, you are up. Okay. Ratchet Toad, go ahead and confirm. You know how it works. You know how it do. Just gonna get these regular heads up. I'm gonna do a card while I punch this in. Still looking forward to getting a new laptop whenever that comes out. I'll say I am just always repeatedly checking to see if they have any announcement for when that'll be available in Q1. They said at CES that it'd be available in Q1, and I'm really looking forward to it. If you're wondering why I want this particular laptop, well, it sort of has a special feature. It has 2 screens, and it also has solved, like, the form factor problems involved in having 2 screens. Like, oh, you can just put the Bluetooth keyboard on top of the second screen, and it plugs in and charges and can be carried with the keyboard in the middle of the thing. So you don't have to do anything weird to bring it around places, which is pretty goddamn good. And as an engineer, I'm very much looking at this and going like, oh man, I could set this up in the office and have get away from the bullpen type environment and find like a nice quiet place to set up and as a nice breather, a nice change of pace, do some stuff elsewhere. And I'd have 2 screens, so it'd still be just as efficient as any other 2-screen situation where I do work on. That sounds really goddamn good, and I'm really looking forward to whenever this hits production, whenever this they allow me to buy it. Very, very, very cool. Let me do another card. I got like 2 more of them. Why not? I'll give Ratchet Toad a minute to speak up. Follow up on AI Carlin. I've heard it's not just in bad taste, it's also garbage bad. I saw an article going over that the other day and basically being like, hey, not only would Carlin hate this, it is also just like contrary to things he said in life about like how it handles its material, and very much comes across as some B-grade like hack comic rant rather than the king of stand-up. I say the king of stand-up, but one of the best stand-up comedians that ever lived. I guess it just goes to show, even with AI, and even with all the attempts you can make to try to replicate someone's work, you're just gonna end up with something that's less good than the original. Something that's just fitting of someone who is just at an open mic night and bombing, And also, the guy was saying, like, the article was saying, like, oh, to be clear, like, everything this channel does is weird and bad. Like, make no mistake, this isn't a good thing. No one likes it. Even if you're, like, into AI, you'd probably watch this and go, like, yeah, this doesn't quite measure up, does it? No. No. Let's play the level. I don't see Ratchet Toad, but sudden death it is. We got 2 levels in the queue. I think I have maybe... That was clumsy. Ratchet Toad, you can always speak up and... give me more lives. If you speak up, I get more lives, Ratchet Toad. I would, we'll convert you over to regular lightning round. Ratchet Toad, I'm gonna give you another chance to say something, so we can maybe get another couple tries on it. I guess, hey, we'll get another couple tries on it eventually. You're a regular viewer. I know you, Ratchet Toad. I see you around often enough, but I'm gonna do the last card here. Still figuring out what to bring to the office. Yeah, so that is the last, one of the outstanding questions that I've been thinking about. I've been buying things. I got like a headset for the office, but I ended up not liking it. Like one that was like given to us. So I think I actually went and bought like a headset from the same brand as this, except with a retractable like headset thing, And I figured that I'll bring that back and forth instead. And I'm also looking at other things that I can buy that would improve my thing. One thing that I was looking at seriously considering was I bought this bladeless fan. And I thought like, ooh, I'm gonna take this into the office, put it down on the desk, and get a nice fan blowing on me. And then I got it, and I realized like, wait a minute, this thing is huge. You don't want to bring this back and forth in a backpack every day. That's ridiculous. If we had like a cubicle situation or like storage on site, yes, I would do this, but not this. I already went and got a return in for this, and instead ordered something that was like a smaller portable fan. And I figured maybe like the size of my hand, I figured that'll be a more reasonable thing to bring back and forth Looks like a good product, I hope. We'll see. Also been thinking if there's any way to do like a seat cushion that's like portable that I can just slip into my bag. That's not gonna like fill it up entirely. I do have these cushions that I use for my couch here, this couch in particular, and also my office chair at home. I wouldn't mind actually having these. These would make it more comfortable to sit in, but look at the size of them. They're too big. They'd take up most of the space in the bag, even if you like press them down to like a small size. And do you really want to be compacting this back and forth every day? I really don't think so. I might look into it, see if there's like a smaller, more portable version of that I can do. And if there is such thing, I will do that. Thinking about other stuff, definitely something that I want to be spend a good deal thinking about. And also, like, every time I run into an inconvenience at work where I go like, I would really like to have this right now. I would like to be able to say like, okay, well, is there room in my bag to carry that back and forth every day? If yes, then do consider picking it up, do consider making a purchase, etc., etc. Hey, Avatar Protocol, how's it going? Thank you for the follow on Twitch. That's what one of the places where this is streaming are. Very good. Very good. What's up? We're just about towards the end, and I'll say, in fact, hey. I'm gonna dismiss Ratchet Toad. Ratchet Toad does not appear to be here. The way that it works, Avatar Protocol, is that if you're here, I get more tries during the lightning round. If you're not here, I only get 2. So I was waiting to see if Ratchet Toad was around, but they weren't. So you know, that's right. The standard rules during the lightning round, anyway. Yeah. So I was just talking about like things I need to bring back and forth to the office. I only started this new job like a week and a half ago. The start of second week of January. So it's very new. Still getting the feel for it. Don't have access to like, you know, all the stuff I need to do my job yet. So it's very slow paced. A lot of like, yeah, I really need database access. Is that too specific to say? You understand, you know, that's vague. That's vague. Every big company with a tech stack, that's standard. Yeah. Anyway, you know, I'm looking forward to where it starts up and I actually get to do work and like not real work, not like training of a, you know, training variety. Wait 2+ weeks for basic access. Yeah. But anyway, it's getting used to it, getting used to the commute, the office, the work from home days, and still trying to figure out how this is going to work going forward. Guys, folks, y'all, it is time now for last calls. I'm going to do last calls for levels. I'm going to play some of my own levels to buy y'all some time to get in some more levels. And then I'm going to close the queue, and we're going to finish out what levels are in the queue right now. So that'll be that. That'll be how we do. What's a good theme? What's a good theme right now for like what I should show? What kind of level would be fun to play every instance of? Hello, Speedrunner Mario. You came at just the perfect time. Just the perfect time, I tell you. I feel like vertical levels. Vertical levels, downhill. Any downhill vertical level, I'm going to play. I haven't done that many downhill vertical levels. It's kind of a rare thing. So, this won't be too long. Okay, downhill vertical levels. Hope I'm not repeating myself. You know, I do the last call at the end of every stream. Hey, Ratchet Toad. Didn't finish your level. Yeah, that's right. If you want to resubmit, now's a great time. We're in the lightning. We're in last call and all. Beautiful. getting some levels together for the last thing. Also, I will say, King Bob, you are up next. If you're here, you should say so anytime in the next, 10 minutes or so, and we'll play your level once it comes out full time of day and all. You just have to be here at any point in the next 10 minutes. If, I'll say since your level is up, but we gotta do last call first. And give people a chance to get their level in. You know how it is. You know how we do. Ooh, you know what'd be a fun one, actually? I got a better idea. For what kind of levels that we should do during last call. Evil levels. What are the evilest levels that I got? I think this one's an evil level. Well, not really, but for some, it has proven to be somewhat challenging. Yeah, we're gonna do. I changed my mind. Sorry. Evil levels. That's gonna be like the thing. Dickish? I would define evil as dickish. I'll say I don't really build that many evil levels, so we're going to have to do like looking at things very closely, very like, is this evil? Probably not. But I did remember like the clear rate for it being very bad originally. The clear rate for it was quite bad in its original version in Mario Maker 2. This was or Mario Maker 1. It was a remake of a Mario Maker 1 level that I did. We'll do lightning round rules as normal. The idea is to go down into the underground area, get a mushroom, and then come back. And the problem was that I put too many boos in originally because I was worried about it not being challenging enough. It was built for a race, a blind race, which is the only time I have ever done such a thing. And as a result, I felt like, okay, let's crank up the difficulty a little, make it hard. And, looking back, I decided that I went too far, and in this version, I pulled out a lot of the ghosts, like a handful of them, and made it a lot more consistent. We'll do downhill next week, because it is an interesting thing to look at, but evil levels, that's a fun theme. And also, I do think the stream is going to be called, like, I said something earlier that was, like, evil related. And that'll be the name of the stream, and it'll sort of tie together. It'll make sense. On the VOD, At the end, you have to take the cape and fly all the way to the end. During that blind race originally, there was someone who had never played Mario World, and everyone was realizing when we were watching, the blind race unfold, is that they just were having trouble getting the cape flights, because it's something that Mario Maker does not usually teach you, to just cape and fly repeatedly. I think other than that, I don't have many other evil levels. Theme of Dreams is kind of thematically evil, but not actually evil. Let's keep this to actual evil, like evil design, that sort of thing. And I think really, you'd have to go pretty late into my super world to find something that's evil in design, as well as otherwise. Fearforged 1, kind of evil, but not that evil. Fearforged 2, frightening, but I wouldn't describe it as evil. What about Palm Tree Pre? Has some fun chases. I wouldn't call that evil. The thing is, I'll say, is that not a ton of my levels are evil in that way. So it's hard to find one that really meets that standard definition. I'll do this one, Unmoored Mines 4. I think that Unmoored Mines 4 has some very fun, evil little twists that I think are super neat. So it's an auto scroller, sort of like mine carts level inspired. I sort of want to make that sort of thing. Custom scroll, want to make it fast enough where it's hard to, like, you know, get too far ahead, but, you know, easy enough to keep up. First half is not so hard, but there are some twists that are coming up that I do think are delightfully devilish. I'll say my evil levels are, like, not really evil. They're, like, just devilish in, like, a way that is fun and probably pretty balanced. Here's the twist. It's a full-speed auto-scroller upside down, which turns out makes platforming that is rather simple, you know, to execute a lot harder and more demanding because you're upside down and that's disorienting as fuck, you know? And then you got some shit coming up. Look at this shit. Jumps of faith, where, like, as soon as you jump, the thing switches over. You gotta have faith that it's gonna switch over properly. And it even mixes it up a little bit. Makes you jump over some fireballs here. One more evil twist this level's got up its sleeve. Platforming above the screen. You gotta platform above the screen without being able to see Mario while upside down, moving full speed, auto-scrolling. I think this level is something else. I like it a lot. Whew. I'll say, as far as, like, actual troll levels go, I have made one of them before in Mario Maker 1. That was very much like a puzzle level with a bunch of fucked up bullshit in it. But, it was devilish. It had like a 0% clear rate for the longest time. Until someone figured out, like, one of the secrets. Or actually, I think the first thing that happened is someone found a glitch that I wasn't expecting. Someone found a way to do it in a way that was unintended. Which I was surprised, but I was like, okay, shit, you did it. What? Fuck. But, there was a total, a puzzle way of solving it that was, that no one ever figured out. Is Sunburned Sanctuary evil? I'll say, how low is that clear rate? 3%? Dang. I'll play Cooperverse 5 as well. We'll play that one as the last evil level, because this one maybe is one that the only level I have seen of mine that have caused people to rage quit. You know, in its first form anyway. I do think this can be, like, iterated a little bit easier, and I think I will do another revision of it before this super world is finalized. You know, before the last world is finished, but basically it's a boss level. You got all these Koopalings, and they're just submerged into the wall. And as a result, you can jump on them. And they'll just die instantly, and that's, you know, pretty cool. Short Fuse Frustration was the level in Super Mario Maker 1 that I made. I don't know where the code would be to find it. You know, you can Google Short Fuse Frustration, maybe it'll come up. This is the part of the level where people had a hard time. Bowser. In this level, you go back and forth. Bowser sort of follows you around, and you have to go above or below him repeatedly to go from one side to the other. It's pretty challenging. You can't really damage him until the actual boss fight at the end. This is more of just like a boss level part, you know? And this is all set up so that every time you hit the switch, Bowser drops down to the next level, and then you have to, you know, continue from there. Hell yeah. That's fun. Yep. The final bit here of this level involves you going back and forth left and right repeatedly, going past Bowser each time. Yep. Pretty tough, I'll say. But in the latest revision, I did set it up so that after a couple of laps, you'll get a, after like literally 3 passes, you'll get like a fire flower and a Yoshi, fire Yoshi, so you'll be able to finish the fight from there by spamming those fireballs. If you do it just right. So there's the Yoshi. Still difficult, still difficult. Then the final thing is you got this escape sequence, which is below the boss arena, and the lava just very quickly comes up to meet you, so, you know, yeah, skedaddle. And finally this part where I have died here. I have died here before, and it's pretty screwy. It sucks if you miss that last jump. It really does, I'll say. This level could use a little bit more iteration, but I do think it's really cool. Can you stay on one side and wait for the enemies to drop? No, it only drops up one set of enemies every time you go left and right. And after you, like, pass through, after you, like, hit the block, let me just show you. After you pass through, hit the block, it, drops it. Also, by the way, you might notice there's, like, a mid-level checkpoint here. There's a second Bowser that can spawn if the blues are off while this loads into frame. And that's how we respawn from a checkpoint and get a Bowser fight from there. So it's set up so that when you come here, these blocks are off, see? And these guys drop down onto the field. And then when you drop onto the field to use them, you block up these pipes, so you only get one set of Koopas per lap. I don't make that many evil levels. I prefer to make traditional stuff. I find that it's more... I get better reception for that anyway, honestly. For levels that are evil, I tend to want to, like, pull them back a little bit. Or provide options. You know, like, we didn't see it, I'll say. But, Unmoored Mines 2 is very difficult. Is somewhat difficult because if you don't respect the rising and falling lava or muck, you can die easily. So I do give people the out if they want to do the other level. They want to do Unmoored Mines. There's like a fork in the road where they can do Unmoored Mines 3 or Unmoored Mines 2. And Unmoored Mines 3 is a puzzle level, so it's a little bit longer. It's a longer level, but it's easier, I would say. You know, the clear rate is 28%, so interesting trade-off there. That's going to do it for last calls. I'm going to close the queue. We're going to now get this done. King Bob, you are up. I think King Bob was on the YouTube side, was it? No, yes. King Bob, I'll say King Bob, speak up now if you're here, and I'll give you the full time of day, all that. You know how it works. Let me enter in this code. It's not appearing, but I found it in chat, don't worry. You didn't put in the dashes, so that's what happened when you don't do that. It doesn't render right. Really wish there was a way to make that work. I should give more feedback to the people who make this, you know, this Warp World. This looks pretty doable. Let's just go ahead and go. And King Bob, if you are here, please speak up. I use viewer levels instead of Warp World. I used to. It's better for most cases, I'll say. Avatar Protocol. But there's one case where it has like the slight edge, which is that Warp World can be made to work with YouTube, kinda. There's like a third-party script that supports YouTube, and I stream to both places, so I need to be able to do that, or else it doesn't make sense. I like to do the simul stream thing, yeah. If you don't use YouTube, yeah, I would recommend viewer levels. It's a lot less glitchy, I'll say, in my experience. A lot more together. But, you know, for this unique functionality, you can't... There's literally nothing else for it, you know? Honestly, I couldn't find, like, any other viewer level thing that supported, that even halfway supported YouTube. And I'll say, it doesn't officially support YouTube. You have to use, like, a custom script on GitHub in, like, Stream Elements bots thing, and use your own bot to get it working. But once you do, it works great. So, you know, it's great. That was a fun level. Couple little boss fights. Nice. Not bad at all, King Bob. Thank you for the level. I'm gonna hit complete. Didn't even lose a single life there. Avatar Protocol. You are up. You are present. I see you. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Let's go. That's right. Oh, snap. I think that's... I play Marvel Snap a lot. But I think they say, oh, snap, when you snap in that game. I don't know, though, because I usually play it muted while, like, watching stuff. Or, you know, whatever, you know. It's not a game, it's a podcast game for me. Or like I have 3 minutes, I don't care. Just a quick game thing. Marvel Snap, very fast-paced. There's 2 levels after this, speedrunner. I think you're first or second, I forget. I mean, I could look. You're next. You're up next. Ain't that nice? Oh, you're here, so let me give you the full lives. The full contingent of lives. This looks pretty decent, though. Pretty nice. We got a lot of mean levels. A lot of evil by nature. A lot of levels that are evil by nature tonight, so I think we were overdue for some nice ones. Yes. What's going on here? I see. I thought I was gonna fall weird onto that thing. Yo! I thought I had to jump there. Probably can tell that. Context clues. Context clues. You can tell I'm good. You can tell I thought I had to jump. By the way that I jumped. Was a mistake. Beautiful. Perfect, here we go. And I'll say, by the way, you know, hey, we ever get a checkpoint, that refreshes all our tries. We got a checkpoint, that refreshes all our tries. What is this? Does Bowser get killed by thwomps? Maybe he doesn't, but I think he will get killed by falling into a pit. So let's see what happens. Whoa! That's not good. He boarded our platform. Best. Die! Yeah, baby. That's good. We did it. Hell yeah. Ooh, a leaf. Almost said a feather. Oh, some nice levels to end on. I appreciate it. Surely, the next 2 will be nice as well. I am hitting complete. Next up is Speedrunner Mario. I just saw you a minute ago in chat, Speedrunner Mario. I think you're good for it. You can say, if you want, pro plays indeed. I'll just do the next thing, just as a formality, but I think you're good for it, Speedrunner Mario. Let's do it. Let's get cranking on this, you know? I don't usually say that about levels. I don't think I will in the future. To crank on a level. Let's play it. Normally. Kaizo Mario. There you are. Perfect. 0% clear rate? Okay, that's not a good sign, but, well, it's not a promising sign, but let's see what we can do. I think we're gonna run fast and jump. It's dark! It's really dark, but I can see enemies.
Oh, no!
I need to spin jump. I need to spin jump really badly. Hey, what's the clear time on this? Oh, well, that's the world record, and it's empty because no one's finished it yet.
Oh, no!
Spin jump, not good enough.
Oh, no!
That's not good enough either. I need to run left. I need to run left right here. You know, I'm assuming there's not like... Oh, there's a ceiling. Wait, there's a hole on the very left side. I want to see if that's a dev exit. I need to see if that's like a secret before we proceed. This could just be a trap. Let's go inside. Ah!
Oh, no!
Genuinely scared me. Shit.
Oh,
I forgot to run left. Yeah, I was genuinely scared. That was a real scream. That was as authentic as they come. That was the last try. I cannot pretend that try didn't count. I just farted. Brain fart. Thank you for a level. Of course, you can always resubmit another time. I would love to get another crack at that level. It doesn't seem impossible. It just is a puzzle to be solved. You know, it is evil, but it is manageably evil. I would describe that level as. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The last level up tonight, the last person up tonight, is Ratchet Toad. Ratchet Toad, go ahead and confirm you're back up. You now have the chance to, you know, confirm this time. If you are, you know, paying attention right now. Maybe you got other things going on, I understand. Oftentimes when I watch a stream, I'll be cooking, or like doing some other stuff, playing a game, whatever. Sometimes after a raid, I'll start on like the uploading of the stream, uploading of the VOD, while the raid's going in. I'll, you know, have the stream, the stream that we raided going on in the background while I'm like, you know, writing a description for the YouTube VOD and all that. We ready to go, Ratchet Toad? You need a minute? Take a drink of my water, and then let's truck. I wonder. Let me pull up the GDQ schedule real fast and see if when Majora's Mask is expected to start. Majora's Mask is expected to start 6-7 minutes ago. Okay, crap. Okay, I'll be a little late to watching that. That's fine. Timing's pretty good anyway. I guess the previous run must have gone faster than expected. Hey, that's a good thing that when it happens. It's a 5-hour run missing 10 minutes. Not a big deal. Let's play this level. Sudden death until such time as you confirm, Ratchet Toad. You know the drill. Okay. This is a new one. Well, I've seen this level before, apparently. It did have a heart on it already. And all that alike, you know? But not this stream. So let's do it. Do it to it. What did that do? Let's me go in here. Hey, Paul. The queue's already closed, Paul, but it's good to see you. We gotta end. I already, you know, we already did last calls earlier. Good to see you, though. I'm planning on doing maybe a raid on GDQ, maybe? I don't know. I don't know their policy as far as who can raid and how many viewers you need minimum or what the deal is there, but if we can raid, I will absolutely send you over there. I definitely want to watch that whole Zelda Majora's Mask run. That is my plan for tonight. It is like a 5-hour run, and I have been sleeping like around maybe say 1 o'clock. It'll maybe be going until like 2:30, so we'll see if I go the distance. I say we'll see. I'll see. Y'all will have no idea. Unless I post about it somewhere or talk about it at a later date. This is fun, though. This is a fun level, hey. How you doing, Paul? Hopefully your day, your Friday, is going well, you know? Nice and relaxing start to the weekend. All that. I'm looking forward to a nice and straightforward weekend. Hey, there you are, Ratchet Toad. Upgrade to 5 lives. Perfect. What? What? Huh? I panicked. I should have. I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here. What is this? I didn't know what to do. I need to go right after the checkpoint, right? Three tries left. I think we can do it. This level's nice. This level's good. Good looking out with the confirmation. You're actually making a level as we speak. That's a thing that you can always do while watching Mario Maker streams, you know. I've done that before in the past as well. I don't watch as much these days since, you know, I stream it. And, I don't know, man. It's like, harder to find time to watch Mario Maker when you do it, like, on a weekly basis already, you know. And got so many other things going on in your life. But I have definitely before done, that as well. How do I know? How do I know? I need to get the on-off the other way so I can stand on that and have it be there when it's falling. Slowly working it out here. I think I can get it. Next time. We got 2 tries left. This level isn't that hard. It's just difficult to figure out. You know? Looking forward to seeing the last of the GDQ runs, you know. Really excited in particular for, if we on-off that on-off, we can't get out the door. So how does this work? This is just a reset door, right? Yes. So how in the hell does this work? Oh. I've overthought it. By a lot. You just, go this way. Okay. That must be for the way back. Those platforms. I feel mildly chagrined. These guys are no big deal. Oh, I need... Oh, okay, good. There's a generator of these things right here. Looking forward in particular to just a couple runs, honestly. Like, the one I'm looking forward to most is gotta be Heroes of the Kingdom. That's the one that catches my eye tomorrow. And I'll definitely be doing a very, very big dono for that, considering that it was my game of the year last year. And by quite the margin. I think Tears of the Kingdom might be, like, best game of all time in the conversation of... Though, you know, maybe like top 5, not... I don't think for me it tops DKC or Odyssey, which are the two that I would traditionally call my top 2 favorite games of all time, but definitely good enough where I want to drop like a $25 donation during it tomorrow. So that'll be fun. Maybe there'll be other runs as well during that, and if there's any that I haven't seen that were great, I'd love to catch up on that whole business. GDQ is a great time of year. You know, whenever there's a marathon going on, it's just fun to watch the runs and see what happens and, you know, see what's new for a whole bunch of different speed games. And hopefully see a couple that are new as well. You know, whether they be new releases or just games that have never gotten the spotlight before. Either way is good. I need another... Huh. Well, this seems to work without the power-up, actually. In fact, this one looks kind of fucking difficult. Ooh, good. That jump back looked a little fucked up due to the timing of everything. Oh, the reset doors will, like, line them up. Line up those launchers, those cannons in a way that is nice. Oh, I could have just gone down and gotten this one again, right? I forgot this was here. Oh, also, you know what? I don't know I refreshed my lights. I think I went past the checkpoints and then didn't do the thing. I think I died a second time as well, so I should be on 3, I think. I died to those cannons once. So we should have 3 lives remaining. Okay. I think we might be golden here, though, so... Eh? Oh, this is just for a bonus. Here, I think we need to pick this guy up, put him here. He's going to shoot! Shoot your ball! Shoot your load, come on! Spike, I'm begging you here. There he goes. Is this a race? Ah, nah, no, it's good. It's just follow the bomb. I got a good feeling that we're coming up on the end here. That is my good feeling. You think I need to... No, if I grab the bomb... If I grab this bullet bill, I wouldn't be able to get back up. Oh, but I can't... There's another bullet bill that just follows right along, of course. Ready? That's fun. This is a fun level you got here, Ratchet Toad. I like all the stuff you're doing with SMM2, Mario. I guess this is the boss of the level. Not getting crushed. I hope that's the boss. And there's not just another boss, like, around the corner here. Beautiful! Beautiful level. A lot of fun. Really enjoyed it. I'm incomplete. I'm going to get that marked off as 1 on Warp World. And that's going to do it for tonight. Get that out of here. Get that out of here for now. Well, actually, leave that. Leave that for a second. Get those out of here. We're done. Folks, it's been a nice old stream. Viewer levels as per normal. Let me tell you when the next stream will be. I'm going to a 2-stream-a-week schedule for the time being, and particularly, I'm going to do it on Tuesdays and Fridays. That's a brand new schedule. Friday is unchanged, but the Monday stream has now been moved to Tuesday, and I'm thinking that just makes sense with my new job. My work from home day is Wednesday. I can stay up a little later Tuesday night as a result, and probably sleep a little longer in the morning, so long as I don't have to go into the office in the morning. So I think that seems like a reasonable plan. That'll be how we do things for the foreseeable future. Maybe eventually we'll work in some Thursday streams again, but for the time being, I'm going to take it easy and just do the main 2 streams. I'll be back on Tuesday then at 8 p.m. Central, replaying Skyward Sword. We are in Lineru. We are in the 3rd section of that game, going towards the 3rd dungeon. And we'll probably get through that and then see, like, the first, revisit. And the first, like, fighting of the big guy, If you played that game, you know what I'm talking about. But that's what to expect for next Tuesday. Let me go ahead and do a raid and then, end the stream. Not sure if we have enough to send y'all over to Games Done Quick. I think, like, there's a limit on, like, how many you need to send over. Let's see who else is streaming. Oh, Judo! I shouted out Judo, earlier. Good dude. I'm gonna send you over there. Personally, I'm probably gonna be mostly watching that Zelda, Majora's Mask, GDQ stream, but definitely give my best to Judo. I'm gonna say hi myself. Judo's a good dude. He just got out of a job that was taking up all his time, and he's looking forward to a few months of being able to stream more. I just got out of that situation. I had 3 months last year, and now I have a job, so a little bit tighter of a schedule as a result. Okay, folks, that's gonna do it. I'll see y'all on Tuesday if you're interested in Skyward Sword. If you're looking for viewer levels, next Friday, as usual. Tuesday, 8 p.m. Central. Bye, folks.